Hello, everybody. We're back here. We'll get started on division number one now. 25 turn race in division one. We'll reshuffle the cards for qualifying, and we'll also for who's going to be a TV driver. And then for this race only, the champ P-Jet will be a TV driver. And the 5 cars that made it up from Division 2, they'll also be a TV driver. So you got myself in the 21 car, you got Alex in the 23 car, you got Troy in the 55 car, you got Jim Cutter in the 68 car, and in the 96 car Diaz will be TV drivers. So shuffle the cards up here. We'll roll the dice here, see how many extra TV drivers, and we'll pick that many positions, and they'll be TV drivers, and we'll put them back in the pack here, and we'll draw for the starting lineup. Alrighty. So like I say, we got 6 cars already as TV drivers. Let's start this Daytona 250. And let's see how many more TV drivers we're going to have. We're going to have 7 more. Okay. So the first one up will be in the 13th position. Next up will be the 26th position. Be a TV driver. The 7th position will be a TV driver. The 11th starting position will be a TV driver. The 24th position will be a TV driver. The 23rd position will be a TV driver. And last one, 27th position will be a TV driver. Alrighty, we'll put these cards back in the pile here. And we'll reshuffle. Put the drivers in a hat. And we'll get our starting lineup for this Daytona 250 here in the YRL. So we'll reshuffle the cards here now that we got the 7 extra TV drivers. So we'll have a total of 13 TV drivers for this race. Like I say, would be P-Jet, myself, Alex, Troy Carter, Jim Cutter, Diaz, whoever qualifies 13th, whoever qualifies 26th, whoever qualifies 7th, whoever qualifies 11th, whoever qualifies 24th, whoever qualifies 23rd, and finally whoever is the qualifies 27th will be TV drivers for the Daytona race. Alrighty, let's shuffle these guys up and we'll put them in the hat and we'll get on with the starting lineup. 43 cars will start this race, and we'll see what happens here at Daytona. If you're just tuning in, I just finished YRL Division 2. Go back and look at that. Good race. Had some lead changes. I wanted to separate the videos. I think it'll be easier on P-Jet if I separate the videos. That way when he puts the link on the website, it'll be easier. So let's put these guys in a hat, mix them up, Alrighty, and let's find out who's starting where. First up will be in the 6th position. Starting 6th will be Troy Carter, a TV driver. Troy Carter will be starting 6th in the 55 car. Next up will be the 35th position. 35th will be David Demos, starting 35th. And the 17 car. Next up will be the 37th starting position. And that'll be Glenn P. starting 37th in the 4 car. Next up will be 38th. We'll be starting 38th. And that'll be Jim Cutter, a TV driver, will be starting 38th. Next up will be in the 9th position. That'll be Darla, starting 9th in the 14 car. And next up will be starting 3rd. That'll be G-Puck. G-Puck in the 22 car will be starting 3rd. And 39th. What's up next? That'll be Keith Avalon in the 1 car. Be starting 39th. Starting 8th. Be the 76 car of Chris Stratt, Delaware. Starting 8th in the 76 car. Starting 40th. Will be Steve R. in the 25 car. Starting 40th. Starting 42nd will be Alex, a TV driver, starting 42nd in the 23 car. Starting shotgun to the field will be Sean D. in the 33 car. Shotgun to the field. Starting 11th will be Candy in the 68 car. And that is a TV driver. Candy will be a TV driver starting 11th. Starting 26th, another TV driver. J.B. Gorman will be a TV driver starting 26th in the 79 car. Starting 7th, another TV driver. That'll be Roger Ward, starting 7th in the 24 car, a TV driver. Starting 29th, Fast Eddie Chilton in the 9 car. And he ran in Division 2 race. See if that extra time on the track pays off for him. So did G-Puck, starting 3rd. He ran in the Division 2 race. Starting 30th is Bob B in the 69 car. Starting 13th, that'll be a TV driver. And that'll be Phantomatic in the 19 car. Will be starting 13th, and he'll be a TV driver. Starting 10th, will be Hammer Time in the 34 car. Starting 18th, will be Dez in the 96 car, and he is a TV driver. He'll be starting 18th in the 96 car. Starting 17th, will be MP Scott in the 12 car. NP Fox, sorry. And the 12 car. Starting 28th, Michael P. in the 73 car will be starting 28th. Starting 16th, will be BR Wells in the 62 car. Starting 25th, Michael B. in the 1 car. Starting 15th, will be Tim Tribe Fan in the 26 car. Hello, Rob and Darla. How y'all doing? Right now, Darla, you're in 9th. Haven't gotten to you yet, Rob. And 21st starting position is Devin OG in the 28 car in 21st. And 20th will be Double D in the 2 car. '22nd will be Sarah Reynolds in the 97 car. Cool. And your pole winner. See who's starting from the pole. And that'll be Danny and Gray will be on the pole in the 42 car. Starting 23rd will be Dave Little. He ran in the Division II race. Let's see if that pays dividends for him. We'll be starting 23rd. Got a little track time. Starting 14th. Clinton Parks, another driver that ran in the Division II race earlier. Be starting 14th. Okay, let's see here. Starting 19th. D. Scott Howard, another driver that ran in the Division II. Starting 19th in the 13 car. Starting 4th. Be Alan Shaw in the 11 car. Dave Little in the 23 car will be a TV driver. Missed that. And Alan Shaw will be 4th in the 11 car. '41st. will be Ken Castro in the 92 car. On the outside pole will be Amish Elvis in the 00 car. "31st. Glenn B in the 23 car. Darn, I didn't know that. I'm sorry to hear that, Rob. I'm looking forward to you guys doing that Ryder Cup. 32nd. Big Don in the 5 car. 32nd. "33rd. Paul in the 55 car. "34th. Our defending champ, P-Jet, and he'll be a TV driver. "27th, which is another TV driver. And that'll be Keith White in the 17 car. "12th. will be Bobby Catalano in a 20 car. "24th. That'll be a TV driver. And that'll be Rob, TV driver in the 18 car and 24th. Starting 5th. Yours truly, Dwayne Martz, TV driver, starting 5th. And if everything worked out, this should be 36th. And H. Huss in the 88 car will be starting 36th. All righty. Let's get these cars out of the way here. And we're ready to go racing. Exactly, Rob. Going for your 3rd win, right? The fix is in, man. Rob's done greased the officials here at Daytona. Here we go. We got Denny Gray on the pole, Amish Elvis to his outside. G Puck third. Alan Shaw to his outside. Dwayne Martz fifth. Troy Carter to his outside. Roger Ward seventh. To his outside, Chris Stratt Delaware. Darla ninth. To her outside, Hammer Time. Candy 11th. To her outside, Bobby Castellano. 13th is Phantomatic. To the outside is Clinton Parks. 15th is Tim Tribe Fan. To his outside is B.R. Wells. 17th MP Fox. To the outside is Des Cortez. 19th is D. Scott Howard. To the outside is Double D. Starting 21st, Devin O.G. To the outside, Sarah Reynolds. Starting 23rd, David Little. To his outside, Rob. Starting 25th, Michael B. To his outside, J.B. Gorman. Starting 27th is Keith White. To his outside, Michael P. Starting 29th, Fast Eddie Clinton. To his outside is Bob B. Starting 31st is Glenn B. To his outside is Big Don. Starting 33rd is Paul Gover. And to his outside is our defending champ, P-Jet. Starting 35th is David Demos. To his outside is H. Hess. Starting 37th is Glenn P. To his outside is Jim Cutter. Starting 39th is Keith Avalon. To his outside is Steve R. Starting 41st is Ken Castro. And to his outside is Alex Manifesto. And starting shotgun to the field is Sean D. Yeah, exactly, hun. A good finish is right. Alrighty, then we're ready for the green flag as Danny N. Gray brings them down. Here we go. And we got a middle group of TV. TV in the middle group. First up is Dez, a 3.64. Gets Roger Howard. Phanomatic's up next. We got a 3, but a 1. That ain't happening. Candy's up next. A 6, and that ain't happening. That's turn 1. Des Cortez moves up to the top 7. Turn number 2 here at Daytona, 25 turns. We got a top group of Heat. Heat in the top group. No Des with a shot at the lead. Can go from 18th up to 1st. Let's see here. Takes 4 or 5 or 6 to beat Danny. And a 3 and a 4. Des goes from 18th up to 1st in 20 miles. Not bad at all. 42 car. And now the 96 car's got the lead. See if he can hold on. Troy Carter takes a 4, 5, or 6 to beat Des also. A 1 and a 2, no. Alan Shaw with a shot at the lead. Oh, Alan Shaw rolls triples. Alan Shaw has a problem. It's a 35. Tight. And the turn, he drops to the bottom of the group. At least he stays in the race. It's early. If you're going to have a problem, now's the time to do it. And the last one with a shot at the lead is Amish Elvis. And a 2 and a 4, and he gets the lead off of Des Cortez, Amish Elvis. And that 0-0 car gets the lead. Now we got to see who moves up to the top and middle group. With Alan Shaw having that problem in the turn. Stratt Delaware moves up to the top group. Let's see who moves up to the middle group. And Double D will move up. So we got all 43 cars running here at Daytona. Avalon getting a little loose in the turn. We go to turn number 3. And we got our first pedal to the metal. Pedal to the metal. And it'll start in the 24th spot. Let's see if anybody can go along with Michael B. Here we go. Rob would have been in the 24th spot if it wasn't for Alan dropping out. JB Gordon's up. He's going to tag along. Next is Keith Avalon. He's going to tag along. Keith White, rather. See if Michael P tags along. Yes, he will. Fast Eddie. He will too. Bob B. He will too. Glenn B. He will too. Big Don. He will too. Paul. Will he tag along? No, it'll stop there at Big Don. Here we go, Rob. Make them wide. Hold them off. You need to go from 23rd to 31st. Can Rob hold them off? No, he doesn't. Dave Little next. He can't hold them off. Sarah Reynolds. Can she hold them off? No. Devin OG. No. Let's see if Double D, can they move up to the middle group? Double D can't hold them off. D. Scott Howard can't hold them off. Roger Ward can't hold them off. MP Fox can't hold them off. BR Wells stops them there. They pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 positions. Michael B brings the train along here at Daytona. That inside groove was working. A lot of movement there on turn 3 with the pedal to the metal. Here we go. Turn 4. We got a bottom group star in the bottom group. First up is Steve R. A 116. He takes hammer time, goes from 39th the whole way up to 9th. He must have tagged along with that train and then went out on his own. Next up is Jim Cutter. A 156. He gets GB Gorman. Goes from 37th up to 17th. Next up is HS. A 331. Let's see if he has heat. Yes, he does. Clinton Parks holds him off. Star rather. No, he doesn't. He does not have Star. So he gets him, goes from 35th up to 13th. David Demos is up next with a 4. No. Double D just got moved back. See how he fares. It's a 315. See what happens here. And he gets him. Gets Steve R. Here they come. Next up is David OG. And it'll be a 5. No, he's not going nowhere. Last one in the back group is Fast Eddie. With triples, Fast Eddie has a problem here on turn 4. It's a 26. Electrical problems, roll for repair. We're still in the first third of the race. He needs a 7 to stay in the race. See what he can do here. 9. No, he is the first one out of the race. Fast Eddie and the 9 car will finish 43rd. Everybody in the bottom group will move up. 42 cars are now running. Here we go on to turn number 5. We got a middle group star. Middle group star. First up is Jim Cutter with a 1-3-3. And he gets Dwayne Martz. I go from 4th back to 17th. Jim Cutter up to 4th. Michael B's up next. That's a 5. No. Next up, it's H. Hess with a 5. No. Candy's up next with a 1-5-3. Danny Gray. Danny and Gray goes from 6th back to 10th after having the lead. Next up is Double D with a 2-1-2. Dez holds him off because he has the star quality, and that'll be it for the turn number 5. Here we go to turn 6. We got a top group star in the top group. Strat Delaware is going for the lead. It takes a 3, 4, 5, or 6 to get him. Tommy Shelvis, can he hold him off? A 4 doesn't work. Candy trying to get the lead with a 2 and a 3. She'll get the lead. Candy takes over the lead from Mommy Shelvis in the 68 car. Next up is Jim Cutter. See what he can do here. A 6, no. Wasted a blue 6 on that. Next up is G-Puck. 1-2. Candy holds him off. Dez trying to get the lead back. A 4, no. She holds him off. We go to the pit stops. First pit stops of the race. And it'll be a middle group, and it'll be 2 and 4. And middle group fast pit. See what happens here. Darla with a 4. No. Double D with a 4. No. Tribe Fan with a 5. No. BR with a 7. Yes, BR gets a chip. Phantomatic with a 4. No. HS with a 6. Yes. Danny and Gray with a 6. No. Catalano with a 6. No. Michael B with a 6. No. Myself with a 3. No. Keith White with a 5. No. And Michael P with a 7. Yes, he does. Move these guys up. All right, let's see if anybody can beat Candy out of the pits here. A 1 and a 1, yes. Dez gets Candy coming out of the pits. He goes back to the lead, his second time leading the day. And we go to turn number 8. And we got a bottom group of TV. TV in the bottom group. Alex is up first. We got a 2-4-2. Fan-O-Matic, he gets him. Alex goes from 40th up to 14th. Next up is JB Gorman with a 4 no. Next up is our defending champ P-Jet. He's been biding his time back there. Yes, he has with a 1 2. He gets Keith White, goes from 32nd up to 19th. Next up is Roger Ward with a triple sixes. He has trouble. Roger Ward with a problem here on turn number 8, and it'll be a 35. Tight in the turn. He's going to drop to the bottom of the pack. Goes to 42nd. Next up is Rob. See if Rob can get out of the middle group. No, 5. Dave Little's up next with a 2. 2, 3, 4. And he gets double D. Goes from 25th up to 12th. And that'll be it for the bottom group here on turn number 8. We've only had one car fall out of the race so far, and that's Fast Eddie Clinton. We go to turn number 9 here at Daytona. We got a middle group of control. First up is Bobby Castellano trying to get up to the top group. With a 2 and a 1, that's not going to work. Next up is Alex. See what he can do getting up into the middle group of 4. That ain't happening. Dave Little with a 6 ain't happening. Darla, her first shot of the race to move up with a 2.55. Yes, she does. Takes over 6 from Amish Amish Elvis. We got Michael P with a chips. As long as he don't roll triples, he will be moving up. A 2.56. He gets Darla. Darla goes from 6th back to 10th, and Michael P gets to keep his chip. He's looking good. BR Wells with a chip. Again, if he doesn't get triples, he'll be moving up. A 2 and a 5. Takes on Michael P. And they'll burn their chips. Well, we'll roll the dice and see here. Odd, they burn them. Even, they don't. Even, they don't. On turn number 10 here at Daytona, we got a middle group of skill. P-Jet with a chance to move up to the top group after starting in the back. Gets a 3.26. Takes Troy Carter from 3rd back to 19th. The champ's showing his wares here. And here I come. Let's see if I can move up after falling back. No, 5 ain't going to get it done. Michael B. A 5 isn't getting it done. Bobby Castellano, 6 ain't getting it done. Danny and Gray trying to get back up there after leading. A 3.63. He gets Chris Stratt Delaware, goes from 15th up to 7th. Tim Traub fan is up next with a 1.42. And G-Puck holds him off because he has the skill trait. Dave Little with a 5 isn't happening. And BR with the chip and the skill. 6.3. So he gets Jim Cutter, but it costs him this chip. He moves up to 4th. And that'll be it for turn 10. On to turn 11 here at Daytona. And we have pedal to the metal again. Pedal to the metal. And it'll be the 30 car starting this off. Paul Govier will start this pedal to the metal. Excuse me, I had to take a drink here. Let's see if Keith White tags along. Yes, he does. Keith White will tag along. David Demos. Yes, he will. Clinton Parks. Yes, he will. Glenn P. Yes, he will. J.B. Gorman. Yes, he will. Keith Avalon. Yes, he will. Hammer Time. No, he won't. It'll stop there. Keith Avalon. Here they go after MP Fox. And they get MP Fox. Next up is D. Scott Howard. And they get him. Got D. Scott Howard. Next up is Steve R. And they get him. Next up is Rob. They get him. Double D's up next. They get Double D. Next up is Sarah Reynolds. They get Sarah. Next up is Devin OG. They get Devin OG. Next up is Big Don. They get him. Next up is Glenn B. And they get him. Next up is Bob B. And they get him. They're going after Troy Carter in the middle group. And Troy stops them. Stops there at the middle group. Paul Gavier led a nice train up through there. They pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars. And that'll be it for turn number 11. On to turn number 12 here. And we have the bottom group, and it'll be Star in the bottom group. Not many stars back here. Steve R is the first one up. A 5, no. Double D with a 5, no. Devin OG. A triple sixes. Devin OG has a problem. It's a 46 for Devin OG. Smacks the roll. Has damage. See if he can stay in the race here. We are now in the second, third. And it'll take a 5 to stay in the race. And he does stay in the race. He will drop back to 42nd, but he does get to stay in the race. And the last one in the bottom group with a star is Demos. Let's see what he can do. A 6, no. Everybody moves up with Devin OG having a problem. And that'll be it for turn number 12. Here we go on the lucky number 13. We got a top group of Smart in the top group. Danny and Gray with a shot at the lead. Takes a 4, 5, or 6 to get Dez. See if we can get a lead change here. And a 2 and a 4. He gets him. Danny and Gray goes back to the lead. He was your pole setter here on turn 13 rather. Michael P doesn't have heat. Our defending champ does, though. And a 3 and a 3. He gets him. And that'll be it. P-Jack gets the lead of the defending champ. Makes it up to the lead here at lap 13. On to turn 14. And we have a bottom group control. Control in the bottom. First one up is Alan Shaw, a 3-1-1. And Hess has to use his chip. Next up is Sean D. Just been biding his time back there. We'll find out with a 1-5-5. Yes, he has. And he gets Michael B. Sean D goes from 39th up to 17th. Phantomatic up next with a 1-1-4. Gets H. Hess. Moves up from 38th to 9th. Ken Castro's up next with a 4. He doesn't go nowhere. MP Fox with a 4 and doesn't go nowhere. D. Scott Howard with a 1-1-6. He gets Phantomatic. He didn't stay in the top 10 long. Howard goes up from 34th up to 9th. Here's Rob with a shot to move up with a 1-5-6. He takes Sean D. Sean D didn't stay up in the top 20 long. Rob up to 17th. Sarah Reynolds with a 6 and not going nowhere. Big Don with a 1-5-1. Rob has control, holds him off. Glenn B with a 1-5-1 again. They're coming after Rob. He's holding them off. Bob B with a 5. He's not going nowhere. Keith Avalon with a 1-6-4. He gets Troy Carter. Troy drops from 19th back to 26th. Keith Avalon up to 19th. GB Gorman with a 3-4-5. And he gets Chris Delaware. Goes from 25th up to 15th. Glenn P. A lot of movement in this turn with a 6. No. Keith White with a 1-4-3. And he gets JB. Goes from 21st up to 15th. And Paul Govier, the last one in the bottom group, has control with a 1-2-6. And he gets Amish Elvis and goes from 20th up to 11th. And that was turn 14. On to turn 15. And we got a top group of Star. Star in the top group. And it'll take a 3-4-5-6 to get him. Let's see if the champ can hold him off. First up is Des Cortez. A 2-2. He holds him off. Michael P. doesn't have Star. G-Puck does. A 4 doesn't get the job done. And Candy with a shot to get the lead back. And she does with a 1-5. Here on turn 15. It's her second time being in the lead today. On turn 15. Go to turn 16. We got a top group of control. Takes a 4, 5, or 6 to get Candy. Dez is up. A 5 on the red. That's not happening. Michael P. does have a chip and control. As long as he don't roll triples, he will get the lead. A 1-1. He'll need to use his chip, but Michael P. does get the lead from Candy. Here on lap 16, turn 16. Next up is G-Puck. Again, it'll take a 4, 5, or 6 to get him. A 5 and a 1, no. BR is coming after him. 2-2, no. And that's it for the top group. We go for pits. Pit stops, the last pit stop of the race. The money stop. And it'll be the bottom group. 1 and 2 switch. And here we go with a bottom group, fast pit. First up is Amish Elvis, needs a 4. Doesn't get it. JB needs a 7. Doesn't get it. David Demos needs an 8. He gets it. Parks needs a 4. He gets it. Glenn P needs a 6. He gets it. Crews are coming through on the money stop. Chris Stratt needs a 5. Doesn't get it. Troy Carter needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Bob B needs a 6. And he gets it. Glenn B needs a 5. He gets it. These crews are doing their job. Big Don needed a 4. He didn't get it. Sarah Reynolds needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Double D needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Sean D needs a 5. Doesn't get it. Steve R needs a 6. Doesn't get it. Phantomatic needs a 4. Doesn't get it. MP Fox needs a 5. Doesn't get it. Hammer Time needs a 6. Doesn't get it. Ken needs a 4. Doesn't get it. HS needs a 6. Doesn't get it. Michael B needs a 6. Doesn't get it. Allen needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Roger Howard needs a 6. Doesn't get it. And last one, OG, needed a 7 and gets it. Got a few chips back here. These crews did a fine job. See what happens. It's amazing. Only one car is falling out of the race, and that was Fast Eddie. Let's see if anybody can beat Michael P out of the pits here. See if they had a faster pit stop than him and gets the lead. It's the 3, but it's a 6, so no. BR is unable to, and we're in the last third of the race. Here on turn 18, we got a middle group of control. Keith Avalon going for the top group with a 5, no. Rob going to the top, see if he can make it. A 1-3-2. And he gets him. No, he doesn't. BR has control. He holds him off, makes that car wide. Yes. Bob Castellano with a 3-4-4 gets G-Puck. Goes from 16th up to 5th. Keith White with a 5, no. Alex with a 1-3-3. He gets BR. Goes from 14th up to 4th. Rob had him loose, and Alex took advantage of it. Dave Little with a 5, not going anywhere. Paul with a 355 gets Candy, goes from 11th up to 6th. Cracks the top 10. Darla with a shot here, getting in the top group. A 314. She gets Danny and Gray and goes up to 2nd. Jim Cutter with a shot. A 322. P-Jet does not have control. Jim Cutter gets the champ. Knocks him back to 9th, goes up to 3rd. Last one in the group is D. Scott with a 161. He doesn't get it. We go to turn number 19. Here we go. And we have another pedal to the metal. And this time it'll be the 9th. P-Jet will lead the parade here. Let's see what happens here. P-Jet leading the parade from 9th. Let's see if Danny and Gray can follow. Yes, he does. Candy. No, it's just a two-man train. See what they do. D. Scott first up. If they get by him. Dez, can they make it to the top group? Yes, they do. Paul Govier can't hold him off. Bobby Castellano. He holds them off. They pick up 3 spots here. P-Jet goes from 9th up to 6th. Followed Danny and Gray. And that's it for turn 19. Here we go. Turn 20. Middle. TV in the middle. First up is myself. See if I can get out of this middle group. No, 4 doesn't happen. Rob with a shot to get out of the middle group. No, he rolls a 5. Keith White with a 6. No, Dave Little with a 4. No, Candy with a 4. No, Dez with a 216. He gets Darla, goes from 9th up to 2nd. And that's it for turn 20. 5 turns to go here at Daytona. 50 miles. Almost near the end. We got a bottom group of Skill. Skill in the bottom. Rogers up first. Ward with a 4. No. Michael B. A 161. And Keith holds him off. He has the skill trait. Ron Castellano. See if he can make it. 4. No. Hammer Time. No. Phantomatic. 116. He gets Darla. Darla drops from 9th back to 35th. Phantomatic up to 9th. Steve R. 4. No. Double D. A 6. No. Big Don with a 156. Gets Rob. Rob drops from 17th back to 30th. Not a good day. Not a good turn for the Mrs. and Mr. Rob. Next up is Chris Stratt with a 132. He gets Tim. Chris goes from 28th up to 13th. Here we come with the chips. Bob B has skill and a chip. It's a 116. He gets Phantomatic and doesn't need to use his chip. And we got Parks with a chip. a 154. And he gets Big Don, and again doesn't need to use his chip, goes up to 17th. Last one is David Demos with a chip, a 2-6, a 3-6-2, and he gets Keith without using his chip. Here we go, turn 22. Getting close to the end here. We got another pedal to the metal, pedal to the metal. And it'll be the 25th place car. And that'll be Devin OG. We'll start the train. Let's see if Amish Elvis can tag along. No, he can't. It's a one-man train. He's going after Glenn B. Gets him. Fan-O-Matic. Gets him. Car has a boost of energy. He stops there, picks up 2 spots. Glenn P holds him off. 3 turns to go here in Daytona. And another pedal to the metal, pedal to the metal. And this time it'll be the 21st place car. So Big Don will be leading the train. Let's see if Glenn P tags along. Yes, he does. Next up is Devin OG. And that's where it stops. Just a 2-man train going after Keith. Keith holds him off. 20 miles to go. 20 miles to go. And we got a middle TV in the middle. Can I make a late charge here? I'm the first one up. No, I can't. Keith's up next. Keith White. A 333. Keith has problems late in the race. See what happened to Keith White. Engine problem. Roll for repair. He needs snake eyes to stay in the race. He doesn't get it. Keith White is out of the race. He will finish 42nd. Only 2 cars have fallen out of the race. That's pretty amazing here today at Daytona. Next up is David Little. Trying to make a late race charge. No, he doesn't. Candy, she's been back and forth. Has the lead twice. Can't get up to the top group. And we got the white flag. White flag is out. See who moves up here to the middle group before we see who wins this race. Keith Avalon moves up. We got 41 cars running. And here we go. Final lap, final turn of the race. And we got pedal to the metal, final turn of the race. And we're going to start at the 26th position, JB Gorman. See who can tag along. Tim Tribe fans up. Nope, it's a one-man train. See how far JB can move up. He gets Amish Elvis, Glenn P. B. He gets Glenn B. Fan-O-Matic. Gets him. Devin OG. Gets him. Glenn P. Gets him. Big Don. Gets him. Going for the middle group, Keith Avalon. Gets him. David Demos. Gets him. Coming after me. Gets me. Clinton Parks. Holds him off there. He passes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cars. 9 cars. And that is your race. Michael P holds on and wins. JP made it up to 16th. So your race winner is Michael P. in the 73 car. Des Cortez in the 96 car. Finishes second. Finishing third in the 68 is Jim Cutter. Finishing fourth is Alex in the 23 car. Finishing fifth is Castellano in the 28 car. The defending champ finishes sixth, P-Jet in the 44 car. Danny and Gray finishes seventh in the 42 car. Paul Gavier in the 55 car finishes eighth. Bobby B in the 69 car finishes ninth. Finishing 10th in the 13th car is D. Scott Howard. Finishing 11th in the 68 car is Candy. Finishing 12th in the 45 car is Dave Little. Finishing 13th in the 76 car is Chris Stratt, Delaware. Finishing 14th in the 62 car is B.R. Wells. Finishing 15th in the 22 car is G-Puck. Finishing 16th with that late surge on the final turn, J.B. Gorman. Finishing 17th in the 88 car is Parks. Finishing 18th in the 21 car is myself. Finishing 19th in the 17 car, David Demos. Finishing 20th in the 1 car is Keith Avalon. Finishing 21st in the 5 car is Big Don. Finishing 22nd in the 4 car, Glenn P. Finishing 23rd in the 28 car is Devin O.G. Finishing 24th in the 19 car is Fan-O-Matic. Finishing 25th in the 23 car, Glenn B. Finishing 26th in the 00s, Amish Elvis. Finishing 27th in the 26 car is Tim Tribe Fan. Finishing 28th in the 55 car is Troy Carter. Finishing 29th in the 18 car is Rob. Finishing 30th in the 97 car, Sarah Reynolds. Finishing 31st in the 2 cars, Double D. Finishing 32nd in the 33 car is Sean D. Finishing 33rd in the 25 car is Steve R. Finishing 34th in the 14 car is Darla. Finishing 35th in the 12 car is MP Fox. Finishing 36th in the 34 car is Hammer Time. Finishing 37th in the 92 car is Ken Castro. Finishing 38th in the 88 car is H. Hess. Finishing 39th in the 1 car is Michael B. Finishing 40th in the 11 car is Alan Shaw. And last car still running, finishing 41st in the 24 car is Roger Ward. When he had 2 casualties, and that was Keith White and Fast Eddie Clinton. And that is your race, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll get off of here and put this stuff on nice spreadsheets. Send it out to PJet so he can put it on the website whenever he gets a chance. Y'all have a great afternoon. And maybe later on this week, we'll do some more racing. Next race for Division 1 will be at Atlanta. And the next race for Division 2 will be at Rockingham. Y'all have a great afternoon. Again, nice race. Michael P., the winner of the Daytona 250. Congratulations to Michael P. I'll have to let me know if that's his first win or not. And we'll see you all next time here on the channel. Until then, like I say, you have a good afternoon. Bye all.